Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today. It's nice to see you all. I'm just coming on here to talk about meditation. So, the thing with meditation is that I get a lot of questions in the work that I do with clients about meditation, and it always comes up with people's sessions about them meditating, and in the spiritual community, meditation is big. So they say prayer is speaking to God, and meditation is God speaking to you, or spirit, or source, or whatever you choose to call the divine energy that moves us all. Okay. Now, meditation, it definitely can transform your life for the better. It can get you more in touch with yourself, help with self-love and self-gratitude, and a whole array of benefits that you can get from meditation. Now, there are different forms of meditation, of course. We have, movement meditation, such as yoga, or even slow walking in nature, or just slow walking overall in a place to where you feel at peace and serene. We have I have a brother, and he likes to freestyle, and he says that freestyling, it feels like meditation to him. It's really any activity that you do that takes you out of your conscious mind and moves you into your subconscious, moves you into a place to where you are becoming aware of the observer that you are, versus your ego mind, versus the projection. So yeah. So there, like I said, there are plenty of forms of meditation. Now, as far as like transcendental meditation, like sitting in one place and meditating, that's something different. That's what we're going to talk about mainly today, is the transformative or transcendental meditation. Now, it can definitely save your life, okay? And when I say save your life, it will put you in a place of feeling more comfortable with yourself. It would help to get your ego out of the way so that you can think more clearly about what your heart is telling you. Meditation, or transformative or transcendental meditation, will help you to get your emotions out of the way so that you're not just jumping on board with your emotions and what you're feeling at the moment, but you'll think more clearly, like I said, from the heart, from that deeper space, from your spirit mind, sort of say. So those are just some of the benefits of meditation. It's like it gets your ego mind out the way, and it allows you, the observer, to choose better options for yourself at said time. Okay. In order to meditate, you want a place. I wrote this out a few years, actually like several years ago, about steps for meditation. So I'm just happy to share it with you now. This is back when I was doing yoga. This was like 10 years ago when I got my yoga certificate. And we were doing a lot of meditation, and I just saw how beneficial it was for me. And so I decided to write this out. Now, for one, you want to be in the right environment, okay? So your environment matters. You want to be in a place that's kind of, especially when you're starting out, you want to be in a place where it's kind of airy. So if you're in the room, you want to have your window cracked. Let's see, you want to be in a place where the temperature is to your liking, not too hot, not too cold. If it's cold, throw some blankets on, whatever. So temperature, your clothes, you want to have loose clothes, or clothes that you feel comfortable in. Let's see, you want it to be airy, yes, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and you want it to be kind of dimly lit. So you don't want something where it's super bright. You can do it either in the dark or where it's dimly lit. So that's the first thing you want to consider while you're meditating, especially for beginners, okay? The second thing is your posture. So you want to sit up straight. you want to either cross your legs or you want to sit in a chair to where your feet are flat on the ground, or if you're sitting like on a bed or something, you can cross legs like, you know, you do like when you're sitting on the floor, you cross your legs. Those are the best two postures for meditation. And some people choose to lie down. If you lie down, no pillow, just lie down flat. Okay, so posture is big. I tend to do this because I tend to lean forward, especially like nowadays with everybody in their phones, you know. We tend to lean forward and have that in our back. So what you want to do is bring your shoulders forward, bring them up, and then roll them back. So your chest is now sticking out, and you can bring in a deep breath of air, okay? So that's how you want your posture to be while you're getting ready to get into your meditative state, okay? Spine straight. Your palms, you can either have them together like this. For more grounding, you can place them down, and to receive, most people face them up. I like to either face them up or something like that, okay? You can do a mudra. That would be like that. You can do different mudras. This one is like, I forget what this one is for, but I know it brings in like solitude and more peace. And then you have your money mudra, where it brings in abundance. It's your index finger and your middle finger and your thumb touching, you see. And this is the universal sign for money, where people's like, you know, everybody knows what that means around the world. But yes, that's the money mudra. So you can do that while you're meditating. Different postures. You can look some different ones up and put them in the comments if you like. So yes, we did environment, posture, and now let's see what the third is, because I think, oh yes, breathing. Now, some people don't need to breathe before meditation, but especially if you're a beginner, I would definitely get into breath, because it's going to help you to get relaxed for one. And in order to meditate, you have to be relaxed. Breath is going to regulate your heartbeat. It's going to regulate your emotions. It's going to help you to feel more at ease and more at peace, to get you to that relaxed state. So focusing on your breath is a big one for me. Like counting, they call it like a circular breathing, to where you might inhale 6 count or 8 count or 10 count. The higher you can get, the better. But start off like maybe at a 6 or 8 count, and you inhale to that count, and then you exhale to that same count. Inhale to that count and exhale to that same count. And that also, the counting allows your mind to focus, so that it's not going everywhere and thinking about all sorts of things. You can just think about the counting that you're doing and your breath. So focus is helping you to do that too. And this is just preparation right now to get you into a meditative state, okay? So yes, counting, that helps with the relaxation. And before you start the breath, you could do a couple of clearing breaths, where it would look like a deep breath, hold it, and then exhale. And you could do it through the nose or the mouth. When I do the breathing for meditation, just in your nose and out your nose. Something else with the posture that I kind of forgot, or maybe this will go into the relaxation. So we'll talk about this now. Relaxation. So you want your eyes closed gently. No need to press your eyes closed. Just gently close your eyes. Some people like to use like a bandana or like a sleeping, one of those sleeping masks or whatnot. But you could just simply close your eyes, especially if you have the room dimly lit, or if you're in the dark, it'll suffice. Let's see. You want to tell yourself to relax. Okay, so in this relaxation state after the breathing, you want to let yourself to relax. If you're feeling kind of anxious, and I didn't know whether to put the breath 3 or 4, but they're kind of intertwined. okay? But yeah, you can tell yourself to relax. You can do the breaths, of course. What else to relax? Your posture is big. Now, your jaw, you don't want to clench your jaw, okay? You want to, yes, have your mouth closed, but you want your jaw to be parted. That's big in meditation because you want the energy to flow. It sounds real technical and like, oh, do I have to do it? These things will fall into place, but sometimes people make the mistake of just clenching their jaw, and it's like no energy can flow in and out, okay? Because the purpose of this is to have this life force energy flow throughout your body, okay? That's one of the purpose of meditation. So, and continue to tell yourself to relax. Now, when your mind strays, which is most likely will, you want to let yourself know, this is my time just for me. And we're going to sit here. That's it. We're going to sit here, okay? And with that, you'll listen to yourself, and you'll begin to feel more in a meditative state as you relax, okay? So you want to even do a body scan sometimes. You can go down to your feet, tell your feet to relax, and go all the way up to the top of your crown, and, you know, tell your different body parts to relax, your cheeks, your eyes, you know, and your body does listen to you. So it will bring a lot of awareness to you as you start meditating about what you're really thinking, how you're really feeling, things like that. It'll bring a lot of awareness, okay? So yes, we talked about that, and now the fourth part. Wait, we just did a fourth part, so we're gonna do control, relax, process. Okay, now this is the last part that I really love. This is something I came up on my own, okay? Like spirit kind of guided me to this. Not really on my own, but spirit kind of spoke with me about this. Is looking within. So when we close our eyes, we can still project our mind outside, right? We could still project certain things in the mind, that our mind might be on this, so our awareness will be on that, because our eyes are simply talking about our awareness, right? This is where the awareness energy comes in. Even the frontal lobe, like our eyes are right by the frontal lobe, and it's like that's where awareness happens, right? So after you're nice and relaxed and you've gone through those steps, you want to bring your attention to your vision, your eyes and your third eye. Yes, they're closed, and you're feeling relaxed, and then you want to tell yourself, or you want to energetically look within, okay? So this is really powerful, and I love it. Looking within, and it's not like you strain yourself to look within. It's just a very gentle, energetic type of feeling, and you really get to see your deeper self, okay? So yeah, that's what I get when I do meditation, and you'll feel it energetically, and from there you'll be able to really relax and really see yourself for who you are, and sit with yourself. Sit in with yourself, and you'll get the most beautiful feeling, the most high feeling that feels better than any kind of smoking or any kind of drinking as you continue to meditate. I'm telling you. So it's something to definitely do for yourself, and it's something to do for other people around you, because you won't be so high strung, and you'll be more of yourself, and your family and friends will definitely notice it. But yeah, that was my take on meditation, and I hope you got something from it, and I will see you later.